You see real revenge. When you come out of a toxic relationship, when you've been abused, when you've gone through trauma, the first thing you want is revenge. You're angry. Like, how could this happen to me? But then as you go along your healing process, your healing journey, you realize that getting revenge still means that you've got a lot of work to do and you've got healing to do. Now, I understand those who want to get revenge, but for me, I am the person I am. And if someone's taken my kindness for weakness, that's between them and God. That's not between me. I'm not going to now change my whole character, my whole being, because somebody took my kindness for weakness. I will look at myself and say, next time, that can't happen, right? So, the real revenge is you actually putting yourself first. You mentally, emotionally, physically putting yourself first. Writing down your goals, achieving or working towards achieving your dreams. That's the real revenge, because think about somebody that maybe you might not know, just someone you might see on the street, okay? When they're focused about where they're going, they don't see you. It's not like you don't have any value as a person. But if you're watching them and they're focused on their goals, they can't see you. They're tunnel vision. They're looking at what they're doing, where they're going, where they're heading. They don't have time to know. Things can happen around them. Arguments, fights could be happening around them, but they're going this way. Fight and chaos and confusion could be happening on these sides, but because they're moving forward, they're walking forward, they don't have time to see that. They have time to stop. They've got somewhere to be. They don't have time. When you have somewhere to be, you don't have time to stop. You don't have time to gossip if you gossip. You don't have time for any of that. You have somewhere to be, especially if you're someone like me who tends to be either early or late. You got places to be. You got things to do. Right? So when you focus on yourself, it could be as simple as just going to the gym. It could be as simple as, meeting your friend in a coffee shop. Like, literally, you have somewhere to go, you have something to do, you have a plan, your calendar is full, you don't have time for it. If the narcissist, the toxic person tries to hoover you, tries to take you out on Friday night, you're jam-packed for the weekend. Even if you wanted to, you couldn't, because that means letting down the people that you made plans with. Do you get where I'm coming from here? But if you're sitting here waiting for that person to call, waiting for something to happen, they can smell it. A narcissist, a toxic person can smell desperation. They can smell if you're actually busy or if you're just acting like it. They can smell whether you've moved on or not. And let me know in the comment section, every time you get to that point where you just stop thinking about the narcissist, like on a high level, they might cross your mind maybe once the whole day. Whereas before, your mind was occupied with them, what they're doing, what they're eating, what they come. Now that you got to a point where you're not thinking about them, they decide to come back and say sorry and want to make it a go, because they know they can feel it. They can feel that you've actually moved on. It's not a front. You don't have to be posting your new revenge body, or you don't have to be posting your new man online. They can just either feel it. Mutual friends, they might bump into you if you live in the same city, same town, or whatever. Someone else could bump into you. That is revenge in itself. Like, so when people are talking about revenge, you're not in a good state right now. I've been there. I was there for a long time. He needs to get his revenge for what he did. Now I'm like, whether you get it or not, it's not my problem. All I know is that I need to get my blessings. I've taken the focus off of you. I've decentered the narc. I've decentered the narc, and I've centered myself. Whether you get your blessings or your revenge, that ain't my business. I'm focusing about myself and my blessings. What's happening with me? I spent too many years thinking about other people and helping them to get towards their blessings and looking at their potential. I'm done with that, because I weren't looking at my own potential. The real revenge is putting yourself first. And I've noticed a lot of, or pretty much most narcissists, they do this. They put themselves first. So why don't you do it? Why? You've given enough time. Don't feel guilty. You need to do this to heal.